Welcome to BBC News School Report. I'm Jasmine, here with my colleague Maisie.
The top story today, rare twin foals born on farm at 10 a.m. To tell us more about this, we are joined by Jake at the farm.
Well, thank you, Maisie. I'm here with the lucky owner of the foals, Lee Smith. So, Lee, what are their names?
Yeah, we have Tilly and Lily, and they're just over a week old now, and they were born to a Welsh cob, Rosie. She's 6 years old.
So is this her first pregnancy?
No, it's not her first pregnancy. She has had 4 in the past, each of course being successful, but this is the first, obviously, being twins, and actually in the equestrian world it's the first twins since, I think it's been 20 years actually.
Oh, okay. So, is this a dangerous thing to do?
Aye, it's very dangerous. You know, like I said, we haven't seen it in the equestrian world for about 20 years. But overall, you know, they're both happy, healthy, so yeah, I think it was a good decision.
So, what are their personalities like?
Well, you know, they're quite different characters. Tilly, she's quite outgoing, you know, in your face. But Lily, she's more of a mummy's girl, you know. She likes to hang around with them.
Can we go see the little Chris?
Yeah, sure, why not? Come on.
Thank you for watching. Over to the studio.
Hello, today's story is problems with Brexit.
MP Zesterborn said the threats facing European Union includes a UK selfish Brexit. He also said Brexit is the most selfish discussion ever since Winston Churchill saved Europe.
Europe is the return of freedom to Greece, Spain and Portugal. Europe is also the fall of the Berlin Wall. Also hope Britain one day would return to the European bloc.
Europe is the only spring continent as known in all its history, the politician said.
Our researchers went out and spoke to a number of individuals from Chendarrow School to discover their opinions on Brexit. Here are their responses.
They asked, how do you feel about leaving the EU? One student they spoke to described their feeling and uncertainty as to the future of their education. Another student believes that the discussion was made without thinking. A teacher they spoke to fears the economic issues of both our country as well as others. A second teacher spoke about their fear over the lack of diversity in schools as a result of the removal of the freedom movement policy.
Thank you for listening to Chendarrow News Report.
Breaking news, Prince William has been caught in a video which has gone viral on YouTube of him dad dancing while on his holiday.
And also Chendarrow School, Miss Cartwright, the head of the school, said a new punishment: if you caught chewing gum, you scrape it off the table. That's all for now.
Hello, I'm Sophia. And I'm Anna. Today we're going to look at the issues at our school for mental health issues. To do this, we're going to be interviewing members of the school to ask their opinions on this issue. What improvements do you think could be made to the school?
I think more awareness could be raised, and I think that you know, people who have mental health issues can have somewhere to go, like if they're just feeling too stressed or like just, you know, out of it or depressed or anything like that.
Thank you. Do you think the layout and atmosphere of the school could be dangerous to mental health?
Yes, because the corridors are small and claustrophobic for the amount of students at the school.
Enough is being done at the school to raise awareness of mental health.
A lot more could be done. I think mental health can sometimes be thought of as a bit of a taboo, and that not many people want to really talk about it, and so people can get quite confused as to how serious things are and whether things are classed as a mental health issue or not.
Do you think the size of the school has an effect on mental health?
I think in the winter, when there aren't too many places for people to go, perhaps students who want a bit of space to be on their own might struggle to find that. But now the sun's coming out and people go on the field and things, I think that's much better.
What improvements do you think could be made to the school?
I think everybody would agree that it'd be nice to refurbish the school a bit, but we had the budget from the government last week, and like all other schools, you know, our budget isn't going to increase. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be nice.
Do you think enough is being done at school to raise awareness of mental health? I think more is being done recently because of posters and lessons on it, but I think more could be.
This corridor is the smallest in the school. This is bad because it can cause claustrophobic and cause anxiety attacks.
It can also get very crowded, which is dangerous.
This is the main corridor.
4 Year 8 students sorta can fit down here.
This is very small. We feel like this is a very big danger for students and staff.
Thanks for watching.
Feminism, by definition, is the public support of women's rights and the equality of the genders. In this clip, we're going to be looking at feminism now and then.
What are we doing today? We're doing cooking, cleaning and sewing, just like normal.
But I wanted to do engineering.
Sorry girls, that's for the boys.
Mm.
What do you think feminism means?
Well, I guess it's women standing up for what they believe, like, against men, I guess.
Do you agree that women and men should be equal?
Yeah, but some of the views that feminists have are sometimes not true, and they don't have facts to back up their opinions and stuff like that.
What does feminism mean to you?
Feminism is where women and men are allowed equal things and to the same equality.
Can men and boys be feminist?
Yes, we can all be equal.
Which countries have equal rights for men and women?
The UK.
Do you think men are stronger than women?
No.
What does feminism mean to you?
It means equality for women.
Can men and boys be feminist?
Well, we can all be equal together, so yeah, you can.
Okay, should women be able to serve on the front line?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no what there, no.
And are there jobs that are better suited for men and better suited for women?
No, because women should be able to do what a man can do.
Sir, please could I play contact rugby?
No, you can't.
Oh, why?
Because you're a girl.
But that's not fair. Even in the 21st century, men and women are still not considered equal. This becomes apparent as early as primary school, because whilst boys go off and play rugby, girls have to play non-contact and less demanding sports such as netball.
Hello, we are Chenderritt School students reporting about a Year 8 student called Grace Carter.
Grace Carter is cutting her hair for the charity, the Little Princess Trust. This event will take place on the 21st of March in the Sports Hall. The Year 8 students are helping to raise money for the charity by bringing £1 each to the event.
The Little Princess Trust makes custom wigs for boys and girls with illnesses such as cancer that makes their hair fall out. They need to have at least 30 centimetres of hair, and it takes 5 different donations of hair to make one wig. This wig is sent off to children and can make a very sad child happy.
We are here with Lucy Fruin, who is cutting Grace's hair. So Lucy, how do you feel about knowing all of Year 8 is going to be watching you?
Well, I'm very nervous because if I cut it wrong, then she'll have a dodgy haircut for the rest of the day. But it's for a good cause, so it's alright.
And do you think this is a good idea?
I think it's a really good idea because my hair will grow back, but this could change a little girl or a little boy's life, and I think that's such a lovely feeling. That's heartwarming to me.
Hello and welcome to the BBC School Report with Lauren and Roland. Today we will be reporting on the mobile phone usage within our school.
Should teachers be more consistent, and when is it appropriate to use them?
Now, to our main story. Are Chenderritt school teachers being too strict? We interviewed Mr Vickers to find out more on his views.
Mr Vickers, what are your views on mobile phones as a PE teacher?
As a PE teacher, I think they have a lot of uses, a lot of advantages in my subject. For example, a lot of the apps load for fitness and exercise sessions are much better deliver.
Yes.
And there's times when we'll give students permission to use apps like that, the use of the camera for filming and for picturing in gymnastics, for example. You know, when a student can then see themselves doing the action and stuff like that, is a real advantage, as long as it's obviously then deleted straight away. That's all then cool. However, there are some serious drawbacks and downsides as well to having the mobile phones, especially in the changing room environment. Obvious sensitivity of pictures, taking pictures, bullying and so on and so forth. We've dealt with too many incidents of that in the past. The argument for me is whether the advantages of having the modern technology outweigh the disadvantages of the potential pitfalls and downfalls. For us in PE, we tend to get less disruption because they're either away in a valuables tub, in the bag, nowhere near the students, or they're used really well. The problem we've got is obviously the sensitivity of them being moved from the changing room environment into lessons and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Next, Ronan interviews Sol, a Chanderit student, about his previous experiences.
So, Sol, tell us your experiences as a Chanderit student.
Well, I came back from after school detention, ready to call my dad to pick me up, but at 4:30, after school hours, this teacher just comes and confiscates it, and I didn't get it till next day.
Thank you, Sol. Should this be condoned, or should students be punished for it? Visit the BBC website for more information and leave your comments on the matter.
Thank you very much for those reports.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you and goodbye.